not some talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss out on this finished cross. Yeah, yeah. The weather is the boss. Chat keeps yapping about my life like it knows my every move, but it never stacked up birch pile high or pulled a stuck rig loose. Long field flat and frozen, breath hangs wide in the air. I got barely under blankets and diesel in my prayer. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Red Massey hums at sunrise, tracks through slush and clay. Spruce line holds the hillside where the saw sings half the day. Skis lean by the back door, waiting on a clear blue spell. I read the clouds like scripture, more than any manual. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Frost, flood, hail, thaw, I just dance to what I'm dealt. Oh yeah. You can tell me what I should do, but this land decides itself. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss out on this finished cross. Yeah, yeah. The weather is the boss. Chat keeps yapping about my life like it knows my every move, but it never stacked up birch pile high or pulled a stuck rig loose. Long field flat and frozen, breath hangs wide in the air. I got barely under blankets and diesel in my prayer. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss, clock says
Good day, everybody. see if we can get this thing started here. We're gonna do a little bit of walking today. See if we do something else, and then I think tomorrow again we can do more skiing. It should warm up again. But yeah, I got chat on the screen here so I can see if there's some chatting going on. Walking, and there should be a category just walking. We can do like start with 2. Kilometers per hour. So we can speed up maybe at some point. Yeah, how was the intro? Was the music in the intro like good level? Yesterday I saw it was way too low. It should be. Should probably be better now. Bump it up to 2.5 is pretty good, I think. Pretty good walking speed. Actually could put some YouTube stuff on here, but I'm not gonna like no sound, just like audio book maybe. Could be good maybe. We close these. It doesn't. Last time it almost got like laggy too. We'll see if I do just mute the stream, see if I have the text on, if I could do that maybe. This mute, let me do like that. Just a little background stuff for me, it's still, I can still kind of ignore it if there's more chatting, then I just ignore it. Just have some random background stuff. Logitech phone. Like a foot-through phone guy. More random videos. yeah, today some walking today or tomorrow we'll go skiing again. Should be real sunny again. Seems like it switched from everyday cloudy to everyday sunny now, so once it warms up a bit should be good. Good skiing. should be, you shouldn't be hearing anything from this one. Let's make sure that one thing is good here. Yep, should be good. It's going to get warm here, I think, today with the sun shining in. I need to open the little ventilation thing here to get it cooled down. No, what does it say that it is in here? Oh, yeah, it started at 22 degrees. I need to open this a little bit here. Some fresh air in. Almost too far back. If we skied yesterday and it said like we burn like 500 calories per hour, with this I'm gonna burn like, I think I burned like in 100 calories in 40 minutes, so this is only going to be 150, so this is only like a 1/3 of the skiing, which, yeah, it might be somewhat accurate. I mean, the skiing, it really depends on how fast you go and how good the glide is. Walking should be pretty constant, but yeah, this doesn't take into account, I think, the weight or anything. It's just some predetermined calories per distance or something. But yeah, slow-paced exercise like this should be good for burning fat. For me, it also really helps to get in better shape. I mean, if you go really fast or lift really heavy weights, you can get like stronger, but you don't really get the endurance or stamina that way. quick check from the phone that things are working. What's your aim? Why walk? just to get in better shape. It's good. It's good to mix it up. Like if you watch yesterday's stream, we were cross-country skiing outside, and then today we're just walking a little bit, and then tomorrow we'll probably go outside and ski again. Just to get in better shape is basically the aim. I live in Iceland. No, Finland. Close, kinda close. Alone in this room at this moment, yes. When I'm walking, I don't really need like help or assistance. When we're skiing, sometimes we have this other guy there also skiing. But yeah, sometimes we are a few guys on stream, sometimes it's just me. Depends what we're doing. Yeah, soon I'll take a little break here, probably maybe 10 more minutes or something. Then a little break, and then we'll do a little bit more, so we get like somewhere between 1 and 2 hours today. The voice, I think the voice depends a lot on what the camera picks up. I mean, there's a little bit of sound from the treadmill also, so it might be mixing up with the sound. But yeah, you could voice characters, but I think from this point forward, I think a lot of games are going to have like artificial intelligence like sounds, because that's probably a lot cheaper than hiring some people to do it. I think some games already they have like the side characters, at least it's like AI sounds. And I mean the videos, soon the AI can probably make like movies and whatever completely from scratch, so yeah. Kind of crazy, but yeah, we'll see where the future goes. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we do all kinds of things on this channel. Today we're walking, but most of the time we are I would say most of the time we're outside doing some things. Today we're indoors, but yeah, mostly outdoor stuff. Yeah, if you follow on any platform, you get the notification when I go live, so then you know you don't have to check all the time if I'm live or not. You get existential crisis. Depends. Not too much, but probably, I mean, I think everybody is kind of always thinking a little bit that what the hell's going on, but not super bad at least. But yeah, I think everybody gets it to like some point, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. It's always, subscribing is always like, subscribing or donating, it's always like optional, of course. But yeah, I think we can take a little break here. We can probably shut this off for a little bit. I'm gonna take a little snack. Little snack break. But yeah, I'll be right back. Just a few minutes break.
Ja, i zonen. Och så här, det är i zonen och så här. Om man är framför någon slags väg och så min bil här bak sen så är det hög den här dit på bak sen så det smäller liksom loss så det höjer här i deras bil. Det är is. Ja.
Okay, we're back. Just eat a cookie, then we walk some more. Sun is definitely warming up. It's getting warmer here and I have the little window like open. What does the command mean? Like when you write it, it gives you like, it's basically you asking a question, then it gives you an answer. Like if you write exclamation point drone, it gives you the drone that I'm using on the channel. I think, yeah, you did ask some, it's like basically asking a question. Drone is the drone we use. Farm is like the field is how much fields we have on the farm, and then tractor is like the tractors that are on the farm. Warm, you say it's -12. Yeah, but inside here it's warm, and when the sun is like coming through the window here, it's like getting pretty warm here. It's like, I think it's like 21, 22 degrees inside here. I'll see if it's, yeah, this is, I have like this mini window open here to let in some fresh air. But yeah, let's start it back up. I'm trying to not fall when we start walking on it. It always starts at the slowest speed. That should be a good speed. Jeez. Almost 110 acres. Yeah, it's not that much actually. And it's hard to make like money from that. It might sound like much, but it's not like, if you don't farm anything or sell anything, then you're not making anything, you're just paying the taxes, so it's not that easy. Playing Farming Simulator in real life. Well, that's true, that's true. And it's, I can tell you, it's a lot harder in real life. It's a lot easier in the game. I think in the game you have no breakdowns. The prices are way too high when you sell stuff, or way higher than in real life. So. Or at least from what I've seen. I haven't really played Farming Simulator myself, but I've seen like my brother play it and like some other streamers play it, so it's like farming on way easy mode. Real life farming, it's like some Elden Ring difficulty, but much harder. Like way harder than the hardest game, basically. But yeah, we're trying to produce some clean food sources. Yeah, we use fertilizer, but it's like organic fertilizer. So no chemical ones really, or no like man-made in a way. And we definitely don't spray any chemicals. That's for sure. Yeah. Excuse me. The name might be a little hint. Name of the channel might be a hint. Do we cultivate bacteria? No. Different types of grains in the fields and then some logs from the forest. I know there's like some that have grown like, you can grow like mushrooms and stuff, but we haven't even looked into that. No, but that's basically like almost like some mushrooms or something. There's probably a bunch of those like in nature around here, but we don't like grow them, like just try to grow them. But there, of course, there's everywhere. They are everywhere in the nature. Yeah, I think one of those is the one that produces, it's like when we had peas last year, then the peas can like grow or like generate their own nitrogen. I think they use some sort of like I guess it's bacteria or mushroom or whatever it is. So technically, yeah, we're growing it, but that's not like the main goal, but yeah, it of course helps to get more nitrogen in the ground without actually adding like any fertilizer. So it's definitely, we have like sometimes we have also like clover in the fields, and that also does the same thing. So you like kind of putting nitrogen in the ground without like putting fertilizer. It's like nature's own. It's like nature's own nitrogen fertilizer. Yeah, but what are those called, like bacteria? It's like, let me think now. Maybe it's bacteria. It's like something that it's called something that grows it grows these like on the roots of the peas and clover. There's like these small balls that form, and they have like a bunch of nitrogen inside them. I'm not a chemist, so I don't know exactly how it does it, but it's a really good way to get nitrogen in the ground. You do that shifting cultivation. Yeah, if you mean like we have a crop rotation, so every field Every field basically has a new thing every year. You always kind of change it. It's really, especially in organic farming and generally in farming, it's like really important to always switch the crops up. Then you get way less like disease, way less weeds. If you always have the same thing every year, then yeah, you get like some weeds that thrive in that condition, some diseases that thrive, and then you get worse, like kind of a bad cycle. But it's better to try to have the good cycles. Like when we had the fields, we had peas this year or last year. Now the next year they're going to be oats, and hopefully the peas from last year, like there's still nitrogen in the ground, and that can help this year's crop. That's kind of like a good cycle, but the bad cycle is having the same thing over and over. That's not good. But yeah, this year we're gonna have like some fields are on grass, and then all the other fields are gonna be on oats. So we're gonna have a bunch of oats. Bunch of oats this year. 2 different varieties, but still a lot of oats. Yeah, it's not super hard to understand. Like it's pretty basic things. If you look into it a little bit, then you understand it. But then yeah, if you want to be a chemist, if you want to know every small detail, then there's like too much to learn for one person. But yeah, that's why we have like scientists, so they can actually figure out the new stuff, and then we can as farmers just try to utilize it and try to get better. Can you grow mangoes? No, I don't think so. I think that seems like a plant that needs a really hot and humid climate, I think. You could maybe grow them in greenhouse here, but that would be way too expensive. It's really hot here in the summer, but the summer is maybe half the year only, or like 4 months. So we don't have 12 hot months here. But yeah, now if it's February now, just like 2 months forward, then it's gonna start to be warm outside. Pretty much like 2 months, maybe a little bit more, then it's t-shirt weather outside too. India, they go crazy. Yeah, I'm sure in India it's warm enough for those. What's the hottest? Last summer it was, I think we had plus 33 or something. And it's been like every summer now, pretty much, like maybe a week or two where it's really hot. Yeah, 33 Celsius degrees. That's really hot. Then at that point I can't do anything anymore. Hopefully we don't get that hot, like 20 degrees is fine with me. 30 is like, can't do anything. But yeah, I'm sure it's gonna get hot this summer again. Too hot for the crops. India highest is 45. Yeah. The only place where I like it to have that hot is in the sauna. In the sauna it's fine to have like 80 degrees. But that's only for a short period of time. The most annoying when it's hot in the summer, it's like it's so hot everywhere. So you can't really do much, but in the sauna you can go in and then you come out and then it's not that hot. But that's the like the meme, the Finnish meme is you go in the sauna, it's 80 degrees or 100 degrees, no complaining. Then in the summer when it's 25, then you're complaining a lot. Kind of a meme or joke. Finnish joke about Finnish people, I guess. But yeah, we actually had like last week, it was really cold here. It's probably the record cold that I've seen. Like we had minus 28 here last week. That's probably it's gonna be the coldest I've seen on the farm. Minus 28, so that's a lot colder than. Pretty much it's like from minus 30 to plus 30. That's like somewhere in between is all the temperatures we can have here. Minus 30 to plus 30. Yeah, but that's you during the night, so in the like middle of the day it's already like under 20. So the sun, when the sun is shining like this, it already warms it up quite a bit. But yeah, you want quite a bit of clothes on when you go outside when it's over minus 20 or under minus 20. That's definitely not t-shirt weather. We go from lowest ever like 5 to 7 degrees, the highest 48. Yeah, it doesn't go below freezing, I guess, too much. I guess if you go in the mountains in India, it's probably, there it can be cold, but for the most part, yeah, India is pretty warm. What's your view towards India? I don't know too much about India. I've seen some documentaries or something about India, but not too much. I know there's like a lot of people everywhere, hot weather, Taj Mahal I know. Yeah, I don't know much about India. There's some high mountains in the north. That's about my like Indian knowledge, which is pretty low. Don't know too much. But yeah, I've not been to India. I've been to like New Zealand and Russia, but I have not been to India actually. Not even landed there with a plane, I think. No. When I was to New Zealand, I think the plane landed in like southern Japan or somewhere, and then it went to Australia. Visit the Himalayas. Yeah, just climb Mount Everest. That's not in India, but close. A small challenge. But yeah, if I would go to India, I would definitely go to the like colder parts because I do not do well in hot weather. So yeah, if I visit, for example, like a lot of people go to more southern areas, to hotter places, but I would go there when it's like winter there because I don't wanna go anywhere when it's like super hot. It's not nice. Climbed the hardest Mount Annapurna. Yeah, that's hard, and the K3 or K2. I think it's K2. That's also a really hard mountain, I think. Not the highest, but harder. But yeah, I think the Mount Everest, there's so many people that climb that these days that there's basically a traffic jam on the mountain. So you can't, it's like really hard to get to the top because there's so many people there. And it's still like, of course, very dangerous, but still like a lot of people that try to go there. Yeah, you can still go like high up, but you don't have to go to the highest top probably. We might actually this summer we might go to it's not even the highest top in Finland, but to a pretty high spot in Finland, but that's only a little over 1,000 meters, I think. So that's good. that's still challenging, but not super dangerous. I think we're gonna start with some lower mountains, or you could almost call them like hills or something. But yeah, highest point in Finland is like, what is it, 1,300 meters, I think. But we can try to go. There's one that's in northern Finland, but it's would be pretty nice to climb to that top. I think that there has nice views, and I think the live stream might also work there. So we might at some point go there and see if we could climb up that hill or mini mountain. I visit Scandinavia. Yeah, Scandinavia is great. All the Nordic countries are pretty good. Pretty safe. A lot of nature. Especially like Norway. I haven't even been to Norway, but Norway has some really nice nature. Yeah, I'll walk probably. I think I can do, how much have we done now? 24 minutes plus what I did before. Yeah, I'll probably do like 20 more minutes here maybe. 20 more minutes to half an hour probably. Then it's enough walking for today. Take a little seat again. Stretch it a bit. But I can definitely feel the sun warming me here, so it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be real nice to ski. There should be no wind tomorrow, and probably like 10 degrees, minus 10, so should be good skiing weather. I'm in my early 40s. Or as I think I have, I don't know if I have the information and keep, but 38 years. And then I found a fountain of youth, so I'm always going to be 38 years old. Would be nice to find it in the forest. I have some. There is some like springs in the forest, but I don't think none of them are the fountain of youth. I think, sadly. Just noticed you have a world map. Oh yeah, do you see it on the screen? Maybe you can see it on the screen. Let me see. Can you actually see it from the camera? Oh yeah, you might be able to see. Yeah, I have the world map on that wall. That is true. It's barely like visible on the camera maybe. It's pretty nice to have on the wall, I guess. try to learn all the countries in the world. Should have like a hunch of most of them, but then the small, like the really small island countries, those I definitely don't know where they are. But yeah, the big countries should have like some clue. Guess where the country is. I think I would have a pretty could guess pretty well the country, but if it's like, what do I see from here? Something like Solomon Islands or something, then I could not probably place that on the map. Now when I'm looking at the map I can see it, but could not probably place that very well. Say the country's name and find it. I can see Jordan, I see Jordan right there. I'm not gonna go point it out, but it's like close to Lebanon and stuff. That one I pretty much know where it is. You have to name neighboring countries, might be bluffing. But I think isn't Lebanon a neighboring country? Or no, maybe it isn't. Maybe Jordan is the one is it underneath Israel? I can't see, it's like a small country, I can't see it from the map here. But it's definitely in that region there. Madagascar, yeah, Madagascar is easy. East of, if you have like South Africa or is there Mozambique, then to the east. The big island there. Between Mauritius, however you say that, and Mozambique. Big island. I have played some like GeoGuessr, and there's like Madagascar, there's the one reed of Madagascar, there's that one tree that only grows in Madagascar. So if you see that, then you pretty much know the country. Lakshadweep Islands. That sounds, I gotta say, it sounds Indian. So I'm gonna guess it's somewhere off the coast of India. I don't think I've heard that. I have not heard that, but my guess is somewhere, yeah. Somewhere close to the Indian-like country. Maybe close to Sri Lanka or somewhere. Yeah, I play GeoGuessr from time to time. I haven't in a while again now, but sometimes I play a little bit. But in GeoGuessr also they don't have all the countries in GeoGuessr. Like most of Africa is not there. Some Asian countries are not there. Close to India, near Mauritius, but that's pretty far away. Close to Maldives, maybe. But yeah, it's probably like a small island, so you can probably even find it on the world map like this. You need to be able to zoom in probably. Yeah, I also sometimes mix up Mauritius and Maldives. It's like it almost sounds the same. And both are like a bunch of small islands. Andaman Nicobar Islands. That one I've heard, but I have no idea where it is. Absolutely no. It's probably somewhere like close to, maybe it's in Indonesia somewhere. Yeah, I have no clue about it. I've heard it. I've heard the name, but I don't know where it is. Also India, east of India. Okay, oh, kind of close. Indonesia is like a little bit south of India. Dominican Republic, yeah, that I can see. It's like, what's close to it? It's a half of the island with some Haiti. It's Haiti, however you say that in English. Haiti and Dominican Republic. I think they're on the same island. It's like southeast from United States. But yeah, it's still pretty easy to learn. I mean, what are there, like 200 countries in the world, so at least like the 150 biggest ones, they're like pretty easy to name, but then the small ones are the hard ones. And then of course some random small island is really hard. Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, it's one of those where there's like many that sound almost the same. Like, what is it? Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and well, there's one more at least. There's like 3 of those countries close to each other. South of Kazakhstan, I believe. Yeah, Uzbekistan's there also. Greenland is easy. West or northwest of Iceland. Don't even need to look on the map for that. It's been a lot in the news lately also, so. But yeah, that's easy one. Hopefully not USA. But yeah, definitely some crazy things going on. And I think they got some sort of agreement of it now, so it should be okay. But yeah, it's the Trump's usual like threaten first, then step it down and be like, okay, we can make a deal. It's the in the last year we're kind of everybody should get pretty. Everybody kind of knows what Trump is doing. It's always threats in the beginning, then step it down. It's always the same. It's always the same. Country changes, but it's always the same. It's always the same steps, which is probably not the best way to go about things. But yeah, hopefully things calm down now here soon. What's your take on India and geopolitics? Yeah, I mean, I don't have super like hard opinions about anything because it's like, of course, it's like I can't I can't influence it at all. So it's like whatever happens, happens. It's like can't do much about things. So. But yeah. But yeah, the best, if you think like the whole world, then the best result would be if everybody could be like friends with each other. Then you would, in the end, it helps everybody, and then everybody has like a better situation. But then that's all good and easy. But then there's always the small, there's always the little part of people that are no, it's not good. We should fight these, fight everybody. That messes everything up, but I guess that's the way it goes. But yeah, I think most countries are against terrorism. I think there's very few countries that the whole country is like, yeah, terrorism is good. It's mostly like, it's always like a small part of some country that maybe decides to go bonkers. But yeah, that's the hard part, of course, always deciding like, or figuring out who are the like scumbags. You understand the shorts forms, right? Shorts on YouTube? Or what? Yeah, the whatever you call those. Yeah, I understand most of the common ones at least. When you stream, you kind of see a lot of them in chat usually, so. I don't use them too much when I speak normally, but when I'm like speaking with chat, then sometimes yeah, you use the short words or whatever you would call them. But yeah, now I think we have walked almost like 2 hours, I think. Some breaks in between there, but I think that's gonna be probably enough for today. Then we're gonna close the window and leave this open. Let cold air in too much. But yeah, the sun is definitely warming stuff up a lot. Close it down. Oh. Always feels good to sit after you have walked quite a bit. Let's see now. I didn't have that on. Well, that's fine. But yeah, I think it's probably gonna be it for today. But yeah, if you join tomorrow, probably this time tomorrow, I'll probably go outside and ski or somewhere to ski because it should be really good weather. I could actually check the weather here before we end. The weather for tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be pretty good. Maybe like -10. Oh, it actually says -15, but there's no wind, absolutely no wind. So we should be fine. It's pretty much the same as today, but less wind. So it should be very good skiing weather. Full sun, just like we have now. Kind of cold, but should be warm enough to where I can ski. And then after that, it's gonna like start to warm up a little bit. Almost every day under 10 degrees. Some nights might still drop down to 25, but for the most part it should be getting a little bit warmer. But yeah, thanks for watching today. I will be back tomorrow. See you guys later. Enjoy the outro we have here. I can put on the outro and there you can see the track for tomorrow, most likely.
Chat keeps yapping about my life like it knows my every move, but it never stacked up birch pile high or pulled a stuck rig loose. Nuts, I'm talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss. Clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss out on this finished cross. Yeah, yeah. The weather is the boss. Jack keeps yapping about my life like it knows my every move, but it never stacked up birch pile high or pulled a stuck rig loose. Long field flat and frozen, breath hangs wide in the air. I got belly under blankets and diesel in my prayer. Weather is the boss out here. Not some screen, not some talking my ear. From the grain to the gray old moss. Clock says go, but the sky says stop. I plan, I push, I cuss, I toss, but the weather is the boss. Red Massey hums at sunrise, tracks through slush and clay. Spruce line holds